Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Rosewater. And in the last episode, guys, Harley and her friends were able to procure supplies for the tribe by raiding the army convoy. And in those supplies, we were also able to grab some dynamite. And we used said explosive to finally gain entrance into Dr. Clark's lab. Now, the lab is without power, as we expected. We've been trying to fix the main generator. There were some frayed wiring. We used parts of a ripped flag in order to repair that. But another part of the wiring has this really corrosive material on it that we couldn't scrape off. Now, you can use Coca-Cola to actually clean some of that corrosive material off of a car battery. And we also acquired a bottle of miracle elixir here from an enterprising young individual. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick, because I think I know what we need to do here.
Professor Xander Coltit III's miracle elixir. Guaranteed to cure what ails you. I'm sure that's the case if what ails you is sobriety.
Every little bit helps.
Whew! That'll put hairs on your chest.
And hopefully we'll cut right through this. Only one way to find out, though.
Let's put some of this elixir to good use.
Huzzah. And with all three wires now unblocked, it's alive!
Hot damn!
Indeed. Hopefully not too hot, though.
Looks like Phil managed to get the door open.
I wonder if they found anything inside.
So, the beacons are lit.
I'd say so, yes.
Gondor calls for aid.
Running.
Impressive.
This technology is amazing. What did this Clark fellow intend to do with such power?
I'm beginning to wonder about that myself.
Nice job getting the lights back on.
Get everything squared with the Otham?
I think so.
They're adequately supplied. They should be well off for some time.
Well, I suppose we should see about...
Hello? Is someone in here?
Damn. Looks like we've attracted some attention.
I come in peace. Please, make yourself known.
Guess we don't have much choice.
Hi.
Hail!
Hail back.
Goodness, I wasn't expecting so many of you.
And we weren't expecting anybody at all.
And just who might you be?
I am Paul Burkhart, emissary of the Luminarians.
The what now?
We are disciples of Dr. Clark, protectors of his artifacts and legacy.
No kidding. So you must know all about him then.
Quite so.
Well, isn't this our lucky day? Can you tell us what you know about him?
If you seek enlightenment, we will be glad to share our wisdom with you. But let us all return to the commune. We must not further defile the sanctity of this place. Come, I am eager to learn about you all.
Like we just got here.
Welcome to Chrysalis, friends. Feel free to explore, converse with the residents. You'll find we have much to offer. We'll speak again soon.
What an accommodating feller.
This is all very strange. You all might be into this porqueria, but I want no part of it. I am going back to the lab.
Suit yourself. All right, let's see what we can learn about where Clark's stash might be. But let's not overplay our hand, shall we? If anybody asks, our interest is purely academic.
I'm really not a good liar, Mr. Ackerman.
Shoot, nobody's asking you to lie, sugar. Just withhold certain details. We're interested in learning about Clark. That's all there is to it. Come on, Danny. Let's see where our friend's gone off to.
These like steampunk Mormons.
No, lying doesn't come natural to some. For others, it's like breathing. Don't take this amiss, but if you'd like some pointers, sometimes it's good to be able to keep certain things to yourself you don't want everybody and his uncle to know.
Oh. All right.
If they start asking too many questions, steer the conversation to another topic.
You seem to have a lot of experience in these matters.
Maybe, but I only lie when it's necessary.
You find it necessary to lie?
Sure, at times. To save my skin. You don't?
I haven't needed to.
Lucky you. Hope that keeps working out for you. But if anyone asks what you were up to the day when, say, a wagon got raided outside Rosewater, a little capacity for dissimulation might be handy to have.
Your advice is appreciated. I'll just see what I can find out on my own.
Oh, and we're here by ourselves. Fun.
Not very intimidating. No wonder the crops are bare. If the smell's anything to go by, that crate's full of fertilizer.
Yeah, not looking very hospitable here.
They have an automated irrigation system. Pretty ingenious. Certainly colorful. Seems like they're pretty self-sufficient here. Suppose that's where the animals are kept.
What kind of animals, though?
Kitchen to the left, rostrum to the right.
Now, we could go back to the lab, but there's really no reason to right now because we don't have a dial to actually open that door. Maybe we can find something, get the toolbox down here, too. Let's go ahead and head left. Well then.
Full of grain by the look of it.
Oh, look at that train engine tractor.
Quite the contraption. My, that's quite imaginative.
Okay, so these, I don't think these are necessarily steampunk Mormons as they are maybe Scientologists.
Is this breakfast?
It will be. I hope everyone likes it.
I think I saw this model in the latest Bulls Clearage Frontier catalog. Fancy.
Well, they certainly have coin.
Excuse me?
Ah, hello. You must be one of Miss Redbird's companions.
That's right. Harley Leger.
My name's Evan. Evan Holbrook. Welcome to Chrysalis.
Evan was just showing me the cookhouse. You know they grow or raise everything they eat here themselves?
Well, mostly. Sometimes we need to resupply from town, but we aim to be fully self-reliant. Our dedication will be rewarded with bounty.
So, are you the biscuit roller for this community, or what?
Not quite. Everyone in Chrysalis does their part. It's my day on the rota to fix breakfast.
Do you have a doctor?
We have a few skilled in healing, yes. I do wish we had more knowledge of agriculture. Our crops haven't been thriving like we hoped.
Now, why it's called chrysalis, in case y'all don't know, that's basically another name for the cocoon that a caterpillar gets into to become a butterfly. Like, very basic, but...
What's your story, Evan? How did you join up with these folks?
Well, like many of the others here, I was living in New Britannia. My wife was there at the etheric demonstration at the expo. I thought I'd lost her forever, but emissary Paul found me and explained how she hadn't perished, merely transcended. At first, I didn't believe him. I wanted to throttle him, actually.
I can understand that reaction.
But I realized that in my grief, I had become blinded.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Don't be. One day I'll transcend too, and we'll be reunited in the ether.
You said your crops weren't doing well. Why not?
Getting the irrigation in this year saved some of the crop, but we're facing lean times. We simply must find a way to grow enough to feed everyone.
Wonder if them and the tribe could, like, team up, help each other out.
Did you ever meet Dr. Clark?
Alas, no. I hadn't really heard of him before the expo. I was looking at the wax anatomical models in the medical marvels exhibit. But my wife said they turned her stomach, so she went to see the etheric pavilion instead. I don't think she really knew who Bennett Clark was either. It was just something to pass the time. If only either of us knew what a significant thing was about to happen.
The disaster that killed all those folk?
Please. That's what the ignorant and unenlightened call it. Emissary Paul helped me to understand. Evocator Bennett showed the world the transcendence phenomenon. It wasn't a disaster. It was a miracle. I only regret that I wasn't there, so I could have gone along with her.
A lot of copium in those roles.
Do you know where Dr. Clark disappeared to?
Evocator Bennett didn't disappear. He transcended.
Again, you use this word. What do you mean by it?
He passed through the etheric gateway and joined with the luminous ones in the cosmos.
Oh.
It's like, oh, okay.
Exactly what was Dr. Clark researching?
Aethericity, of course.
Of course, but what about it? Energy sources? Industrial applications? What?
Miss Legere, I couldn't begin to tell you. Whatever reasons he may have given the public, the bankers, the professors, and what have you, his true purpose was to open the way for humanity to pass into the etheric realm. And it wasn't easy. He spent 2 years in that laboratory before transcending. Soon the day will come when we all can follow him.
It was good talking to you. I'll leave you both to it.
Goodbye for now.
See you later, Harley.
Well, while they have a chat, we got the wheelbarrow here.
This isn't much use with a wheel missing. Handle still looks good, at least.
Can we
This isn't...
take the handle?
Well, well, if it isn't my old friend.
The Defiler returns.
Hey now, don't get your britches in a twist.
You're a guest of Emissary Paul, so I'm obliged to welcome you. But if you continue casting your shadows of discord over all that is bright here, there will be consequences.
This is all giving me a giant red flag.
Now just where do you get off saying I'm casting shadows of discord or whatever?
I caught you trespassing outside the laboratory. Then your friend blasted the door off.
It was all in the name of research. I'm just as interested in all this as you.
You've a peculiar way of showing it.
What's so special about this place that they've got you standing guard?
This building houses our collection of artifacts salvaged from Dr. Clark's laboratory.
Oh, so you're the ones who looted the place.
We did not loot it. We saved important items from obscurity and decay.
Uh-huh.
So what brought you to Chrysalis?
My personal business is none of yours.
Touchy. Think I might take a quick peek?
Absolutely not. Outsiders are forbidden.
What if I brought you a new artifact for your collection?
Then I would be very surprised. We've already retrieved everything of value from the laboratory.
Even from that locked room?
That room is inaccessible. Do not even consider attempting to breach it.
Now we've got to breach it.
Did you ever have a chance to meet Dr. Clark?
No, nor did I desire to.
No?
Aethericity is not a power to be trifled with. I've no interest in meeting someone who treats it as a plaything.
Where did Dr. Clark end up?
Not where he should have.
Do you know any details about Dr. Clark's research?
He was toying with fire, pure and simple. He may have been inspired and driven to his work by the Luminous ones, but he was only their tool. He did not acknowledge their undeniable glory or show them the proper respect. He took a battering ram to the door of heaven. When they tired of the noise, they whisked him away inside the gates, while the rest of us still wait outside.
So what you're saying is, you don't actually know.
I've underestimated you. I didn't think there could be someone more arrogant than Dr. Clark.
It's interesting that you have folks who believe the same thing but different ways of how Clark went about it.
So how does one go about joining your little club?
You think if you joined us that I would just suddenly allow you to enter?
Sure, you said only outsiders were forbidden.
Nice try. but not on my watch.
I'll leave you to your guarding. Try not to die of boredom.
Well, that's pretty much everything here. Let's see what's going on this way. And I guess in order to get in there, we've got to find something from the lab and get through that door that didn't have a handle. Which means we need to find where that knob is hiding. Oh dear. Okay, oh, that's creepy. That's like those nuke shadows.
A reliable water supply is everything out here.
At least, yeah, here's some crops that are actually working correctly.
The butterflies sure seem to like these flowers. They're really fond of this butterfly motif, aren't they?
I kind of like it.
He does go on, doesn't he?
My friends, today we give thanks for our manifold blessings. On this day of celebration, the Evocator's Day of Transcendence. And why do we celebrate today, on the 8-month anniversary? Because 1 is nothing special. 1 is an isolating, selfish, lowly number. But 8 is perfection. 8 is infinity. 8 is the flap of the butterfly's wings.
8.
On this day in March of this year, exactly 8 months ago,
8.
the Luminous Ones called Evocator Bennett up to join them in the luminiferous ether. In
8.
so doing, they showed us the path of light, where soon we all shall follow. Now our soul sibling Bennett dwells among them in the etheric realm beyond this earth, in a transcendent union of cosmic harmony and peace.
This place needs a punch bowl.
Hey, Danny?
What's going on?
So, what's our friend on stage been jabbering about?
What hasn't he? This guy makes Jake seem like a silent monk by comparison. Anyway, it's mostly been about Clark, his etheric research in New Britannia, how he built his lab out here after the Expo disaster. Excuse me, miracle, that sort of thing. He says Clark transcended. I'm not sure what that means.
I get the impression it means he's dead.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Bless his heart.
What's your impression of Chrysalis?
Well, it's peculiar. Everybody's got a job to do, a way to help. Nobody's left out, and that's nice. But all this stuff about etheric beings? It sounds,
Crazy?
You said it, not me. Anyhow, I wouldn't mind hanging around a while.
Just don't drink the Kool-Aid, man.
I was wondering if you might help me out with something.
What?
There's a toolbox inside Clark's lab that's out of reach, and I've had no luck getting it down. Think you might put your pistols to the task?
I could do that. Yeah. You want to go right now?
See, he's willing to do it, and Jake isn't, which tells me that he did, that pretty much confirms that he did all of the shooting, and Jake was basically firing blanks.
Perhaps not this very instant.
No problem. Just ask me again when you're ready.
Okay.
So, where did you learn to shoot?
I, used to know some folks that were handy with pistols. They gave me a few pointers, and I just sort of picked it up.
I'll leave you to the lecture.
I want to look at these first before we talk to Jake and the redhead here.
Something about that makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
The butterfly makes this one less creepy, but not by much. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Ah, Harley. Miss Larkin here was just telling me about this fascinating place.
Hello and welcome. It's so nice to have visitors.
thanks, but I was hoping to have a word with Jake in private.
Of course.
What's on your mind?
So, what have you picked up from these fine folks?
This aethericity stuff is much more complex than I thought. Seems our friend Dr. Clark may have been on to something after all.
I think I've found a promising lead. There's a shack on the other side of the commune full of things salvaged from Clark's lab. Only problem is it's being guarded by that first Luminarian we met.
Oh, the feller with the tinfoil chapeau?
The very same. How can I get past him?
He's a peculiar one, but he seems to be the most reverent of these folk. Perhaps you could win him over with a peace offering. There might still be something in the lab that's been overlooked.
I'll just leave you to it then.
I mean, that seems accurate. And there's nowhere else to go, so...
Hey, Danny?
What's going on?
Let's go see about getting that box in the lab down.
Sure thing. Just lead the way.
Ah, Phil. There you are.
Had enough of those luminous lunatics too, did you?
Not entirely. Danny's come to help get that box down. That's it, up there.
Right. You might want to stand over on this side, Phil.
Good call, Danny.
Nice shot.
Thanks, Harley. Happy to help. So, what's inside that box that's so important anyway?
Guess we all get to find out together.
Yep. Danny did that so easy, too.
There's more than one way to get a box open.
Well, anything good inside?
Not really. Just a wrench and this odd dial thing.
I hope it was worth the trouble then.
That was good practice, at least. I'm heading back to Chrysalis. See you both later.
That's what we needed. As convenient. What do you think about all this, Phil?
Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
Nope.
Right. Carry on.
Never mind, Phil. Now that power's restored. Should be in good shape. Look at that. Oh, we still have some elixir, too. 9207.
Phil, you might want to...
Oh, Lord Phil.
Move. Are you all right?
I think so. The cage seems to have absorbed all that energy. Just warn me before you try that again.
So, this console operates equipment by setting the dials in a 4-digit sequence. That means we need to figure out the right code to get the door open.
Alrighty. So...
Empty. Not really surprising.
what would be the right code then?
I can't see through. The window is too grimy. At least Dr. Clark practiced fire safety. I can't really see through the porthole, but it looks dense in there.
You can't press the switch.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
Any ideas what the code for the door might be?
It could be anything. Are you intending to guess it?
Unless I find it written somewhere, I don't see any other way.
Santa Maria, that could take months. If what is behind that door is so important, then the code itself must be something meaningful to Clark. Maybe you can deduce it by learning more about him. I am certain those payasos at the commune will have plenty to share.
Right. Carry on.
Fair enough.
I will stay in here.
And get my heart rate back to normal, because I almost just died.
Whatever turning on that generator did, I hope it's not permanent.
Very nice aura, though. Oh.
All right, then.
And it's gone. Look at this, we're just opening more and more of the map. Aw, our miracle cure girl is gone. So what exactly are we having to inquire from the folk here?
Hello again.
Miss Legere?
It was good talking to you. I'll leave you both to it.
Goodbye for now.
See you later, Harley.
I'm seeing if they may have already gave us the info and I wasn't paying attention.
I've got more important concerns right now. I've got more...
Okay.
Begging your pardon.
How may I help?
No, I didn't talk to her before.
What is it you do around here?
Plenty. I help in the fields and in the kitchen, but my particular gift is keeping Chrysalis beautiful and its people inspired. All the murals and paintings you see around the commune are my work.
And a fine job you've done.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, we need to...
Must have kept you busy for a while.
Quite. There's still so much I'm looking forward to doing.
Yeah, what is the significance of the shadows, for sure?
What's the meaning behind those shadow paintings?
We commemorate those who have transcended, and those who will.
I'm guessing the butterfly means something too?
Very astute. Yes, the butterfly represents the immortal soul, the essence of a person in their fullest flourishing. The butterfly is pure potential, contained within those who have not yet transcended. Once someone has passed into the ether, it is released and flies free.
Why, that's mighty poetical.
I can see that you have quite a bold, brilliant butterfly stirring within you.
You don't say. You see that, do you?
If you permit me, it would be my honor to paint it. Only if you're willing, of course. Everyone's journey to transcendent readiness is unique.
Perhaps you could tell me more about it once Harley's done talking.
With pleasure.
He's like, stop talking, Harley.
How did you end up here in Chrysalis?
Aethericity always fascinated me. I joined up with the Luminarians when they were passing through Rampton on their way west. We founded Chrysalis here, close to the Evocator's laboratory, and where the veil is parted.
The veil?
The boundary between our world and the ether, the realm of the cosmos, home of the Luminous ones. The barrier is very thin here. Can't you feel it?
There's definitely something in the air. I've noticed you all sure are fond of butterflies.
What better creature to symbolize transcendence? Like butterflies, we too will undergo a metamorphosis, pass through the veil into the ether, and join the Luminous ones. Not only that, their wings have 8 sections, and they flap in a figure 8 pattern.
Does that mean something?
Evocator Bennett's sacred number, of course.
8.
Sacred number? What does that mean?
The number 8 is very important. It appears constantly in the Evocator's writings, and Bennett himself was born on the 8th of August, 1788.
That's quite a coincidence.
Coincidence is mere illusion.
Well, that pretty much answered that.
Did you ever meet Dr. Clark?
I did. Once. Such a brilliant mind. We didn't speak long, but I felt as though we'd conversed for hours.
Do you have an idea of where Dr. Clark might be currently?
Of course. He's with the Luminous ones.
Pardon?
The beings on the other side of the veil. The ones who dwell in the ether.
You're saying Clark is dead?
Not dead. Transcended. Eternal. You still have much to learn. It's good you're with us now. Everything will become clear soon. Trust me.
He's gonna suddenly appear. Harley, you will go to the Dagobah system.
What exactly was Dr. Clark's etheric research about?
Truth.
Lovely sentiment, but could you be a bit more specific?
He sought to connect us with the world above, to unite us with the Luminous ones. He succeeded in not only opening the door, but stepping through and crossing the veil. He showed that the way is possible. Now we all must learn to follow.
All right. Thanks for the chat.
Be well.
Don't wander too far now.
Now I am very, very curious. Is it literally 8888? There's only one way to find out, though. Let's zoom over here and see what's what. Alright, so... Eight...
Not Clark's birthday. Good to know he wasn't quite so conceited.
Oh, I thought that was definitely going to be it. Okay, well, we also have letters and everything to look at. So I'll tell you what, guys. I'll probably cross-reference and see what the people had been talking to beforehand. But I think this is a good place to go ahead and call it an episode. When we get back, we'll see if we can get this store open. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. That'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.